Is it dangerous to pay too little for your Medicare insurance? Let's think about that for a moment. Hey, this is Bob Vineyard, your Medicare expert with the Georgia Medicare Minute. Everybody wants to get a good deal. Nobody wants to pay too much, and there certainly is nothing wrong with that. But especially if you're a do-it-yourself, or even if you're not doing it yourself, if you're going to an agent, getting the lowest price around may not be best for you in the long run. Let me explain that for a moment, especially for the do-it-yourselfers, the folks who go online and say, well, I'll just look around because all these Medicare plans are the same, and besides that, if I don't like it, I can change anytime I want to, or at the very least, during open enrollment. Boy, are you wrong. All right. When it comes to Medicare supplement plans, it is true that all plans with the same letter are identical in every way except for the price. So in other words, all the G plans are exactly identical. The difference is the premium you pay, but it's not just the premium you pay at first. It's how much you pay on an ongoing basis after renewals. And some of the carriers will give you a great deal the first year. It's almost like the cable companies, 149 channels for $19.99, such a deal. And so you sign up for that. And then next year when your renewal comes around, they increase your rate, your cable rate to $79 or whatever. And say, wait a minute, you're still offering this 149 channels for $19.99. Why can't I get that? Well, yeah, but that's only for new clients. It's not for you. So what you'll find is something similar happens quite often in the Medicare supplement Medigap market. And remember that Medigap and Medicare supplement are interchangeable terms, just like Kleenex and tissue. So when you're looking around, whether you're doing it yourself or you're going through an agent, just make sure that you're considering other factors than just the premium. And also beware of agents who say, well, this is the best one. It's got the lowest premium, and they've just cut their rates. Oh, watch out, because what happens is a lot of times when a carrier enters the market for the first time, they will have super low rates, and they'll be paying a higher commission than anybody else, and they'll be paying a bonus to people who will push their product. So unless you want to have some problems down the road, don't just go for the one that has the absolute lowest premium. It may be that the carrier that you're looking at and the plan and so forth does have one of the lowest, or maybe even the lowest at this particular time. But if the carrier has been around for a while, has been in the market for a number of years, you're much better off. I'm not going to say you're probably okay, but you're much better off with a carrier who has been in the market for a number of years and still has a competitive rate, as opposed to one that entered the market yesterday. And there's plenty of those. So, again, I'm not saying you should overpay, but just make sure that you know what you're getting into. Now let's talk about Medicare Advantage plans. This is another area which creates a lot of confusion, especially for those that are the do-it-yourselfers, but also agents, it seems like, are often pushing the Medicare Advantage plans, as are the carriers, and unfortunately so is CMS. So you're getting bombarded with all of this information on Medicare Advantage plans, and look at this. You don't have to pay a premium. It includes dental. It includes vision. Such a deal. Why wouldn't you want something like this? Well, those of us who have been around for a while know that there is no such thing as a free lunch. And if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. The thing with the Medicare Advantage plans is people don't really understand what they're getting into. It looks just like what they had before, whether it was a group insurance plan or it was individual coverage, because it has networks. And about half of them, a little over half of them in Georgia in 2020 are HMO plans, which have a lot more restrictions than PPO plans. But it may look like the same thing, but I got news for you, it's not. It's similar, but it's not the same thing. And so you really have to be careful. And when you get into anything, but especially on the Medicare Advantage plans, you may quickly find out, or you will find out at one point, let's put it like that you can't use those things just anywhere. Now, original Medicare, yeah, you can go to any doctor, any hospital, anywhere in the country, and you don't have to have a problem. But the Medicare Advantage plans, you may find yourself turned away at the door if you try to go to a specialty hospital like Mayo or Johns Hopkins or Cleveland Clinic or, someplace like that. MD Anderson's another one. Hopefully you'll never have to go to a hospital that specializes in certain types of care. But if you do have to or want to, and you have a Medicare Advantage plan, just keep in mind they may not take you in. So, there are some reasons why you don't want to look at your Medicare coverage just in terms of how much am I paying each month. You want to consider access to care and how much is this sucker really going to cost me, an out-of-pocket cost. And this is when the rubber meets the road, as the expression goes, and you actually have to use your plan, you may find out that you don't like it as much as you thought you did. And unfortunately, if you get to that point, you're probably going to be stuck. Maybe not with that particular Advantage plan, but you may not be able to go and get a Medicare supplement plan. So some of these things that people will tell you about how you can change your plan at any time, and gosh, if you don't like it, you can always change to an open. Those things are not right. They're just not right. So if you're going to play that game, make sure you understand the rules. This is Bob Vineyard, your Medicare expert with the Georgia Medicare Minute. You take care and have a great day.